Whenever I thought of New York, I used to hear jazz. I imagine people in suits rushing to work. Yellow cabs stuck in the traffic jams on Manhattan, skyscrapers overlooking the city.
For me, New York is a city which indeed never sleeps. The never-ending crowds on Times Square prove it. It makes me think of family picnics in Central Park, the Statue of Liberty, the game of my life, and the TV show from my youth. It is the city of Stuart the Little and Woody Allen, who presented its beauty in his masterpieces, such as Manhattan and Annie Hall.
Finally, we had the chance to face our expectation with the reality. Here is where our journey begins. After reaching Manhattan, and more precisely Soho, where our apartment was, we started sightseeing with our friends Aldona and Kuba.
After getting done with the subway, which against some opinions is not that tricky to use easily, we got to Central Park, where James and Natalia, our American family, had already been waiting for us. For the next 2 days, they were showing us around the city. Central Park, and surprise, no complaints here, is as beautiful as you can expect. It is a huge green square, which occupies a third of Upper Manhattan's area. There are many reservoirs. People run, play frisbee, rest looking at the skyscrapers panorama, and thanks to the space, even the crowds are not so irritating.
Some of us were so excited to be in Central Park that they were standing on their hats. When we were satisfied with the view and the green in the middle of the urban jungle, we went to grab something to eat. Interestingly, we passed the building which Polanski directed Rosemary's Baby in 1968. I recommend. After stopping at Firehouse Pub, we moved forward to the 5th Avenue, where another friend joined us, Ori. Despite the early time, the sun hid behind the buildings, which made the streets more colorful. As we were moving, we passed the most famous building in NYC, Empire State Building, and then we reached Flatiron Building, which is the icon of the city. Walking through the 5th Avenue, we didn't forget to visit Times Square, which doesn't need to be present.
Luckily for us, we went there at night, and thanks to that, we could see the charm of neon ads lighting up the whole square. There are so many of them that it is hard to focus on one particular thing. Times Square is one of the greatest tourist attractions of the city, and it means you should expect stepping on one's toes and pickpockets. Fortunately, we were not robbed. Going back home at night, we came by to Grand Central Station, one of the world's greatest train stations. What is its phenomenon? Look at the architecture and the surrounding buildings.
And here we have to end this first episode. But stay tuned for more from NYC.